And welcome to week 4 of a year of wisdom. Let's get started. Day 28. Job 38. Then the Lord answered Job from the whirlwind and said, "Who is this who darkens the divine plan by words without knowledge? Now tighten the belt on your waist like a man, and I shall ask you, and you inform me. Where were you when I laid the foundation of the earth? Tell me, if you have understanding, who set its measurements, since you know? Or who stretched the measuring line over it? On what were its bases sunk? Or who laid its cornerstone, when the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of God shouted for joy? Or who enclosed the sea with doors, when it went out from the womb, bursting forth, when I made a cloud its garment, and thick darkness its swaddling bands? And I placed boundaries on it, and set a bolt and doors, and I said, as far as this point you shall come, but no farther, and here your proud waves shall stop. Have you ever in your life commanded the morning, and made the dawn know its place, so that it would take hold of the ends of the earth, and the wicked would be shaken off from it? It is changed like clay under the seal, and they stand out like a garment. Their light is withheld from the wicked, and the uplifted arm is broken. Have you entered the springs in the sea, and walked in the depth of the ocean? Have the gates of death been revealed to you, and have you seen the gates of deep darkness? Have you understood the expanse of the earth? Tell me, if you know all this. Where's the way to the dwelling of light? And darkness, where's its place, that you would take it to its territory and discern the paths to its home? You know, for you were born then, and the number of your days is great. Have you entered the storehouses of the snow, and have you seen the storehouses of the hail, which I have reserved for a time of distress, for a day of war and battle? Where's the way that the light is divided, and the east wind scattered on the earth? Who has split open a channel for the flood, and a way for the thunderbolt, to bring rain on a land without people, on a desert without a person in it, to satisfy the waste and desolate land, and to make the seeds of grass to sprout? Does the rain have a father? Or who has fathered the drops of dew? From whose womb has come the ice, and the front of heaven, who has given it birth? Water becomes hard like stone, and the surface of the deep is imprisoned. Can you tie up the chains of Pleiades, or untie the cords of Orion? Can you bring a constellation in its season, and guide the bear with her satellites? Do you know the ordinances of the heavens? Or do you establish their rule over the earth? Can you raise your voice to the clouds, so that an abundance of water will cover you? Can you send flashes of lightning, so that they may go and say to you, here we are? Who's put wisdom in the innermost being, or given understanding to the mind? Who can count the clouds by wisdom, and pour out the water jars of the heavens, when the dust hardens into a mass, and the clods stick together? Can you hunt the prey for the lioness, or satisfy the appetite of young lions, when they crouch in their hiding places and lie in wait in their lair? Who prepares feed for the raven, when its young cry to God and wander about without food? Proverbs 28. The wicked flee when no one is pursuing, but the righteous are bold as a lion. Due to a wrongdoing of a land, its leaders are many. But by a person of understanding and knowledge, so it endures. A poor man who oppresses the helpless is like a driving rain, which leaves no food. Those who abandon the law praise the wicked, but those who keep the law strive against them. Evil people do not understand justice, but those who seek the Lord understand everything. Better is a poor person who walks in his integrity than a person who is crooked, though he is rich. He who keeps the law is a discerning son, but he who is a companion of gluttons humiliates his father. One who increases his wealth by interest of any kind collects it for one who is gracious to the poor. One who turns his ear away from listening to the law, even his prayer is an abomination. One who leads the upright astray in an evil way will himself fall into his own pit, but the blameless will inherit good. The rich person is wise in his own eyes, but the poor who has understanding sees through him. When the righteous triumph, there is a great glory. But when the wicked rise, people hide themselves. One who conceals his wrongdoings will not prosper, but one who confesses and abandons them will find compassion. How blessed is the person who fears always, but one who hardens his heart will fall away into disaster. Like a roaring lion and a rushing bear is a wicked ruler over a poor people. A leader who is a great oppressor lacks understanding, but a person who hates unjust gain will prolong his days. A person who is burdened with the guilt of human blood will be a fugitive until death. No one is to support him. One who walks blamelessly will receive help, but one who is crooked will fail all at once. One who works his land will have plenty of food, but one who follows empty pursuits will have plenty of poverty. A faithful person will abound with blessings, but one who hurries to be rich will not go unpunished. To show partiality is not good, because for a piece of bread a man will do wrong. A person with an evil eye hurries after wealth and does not know that poverty will come upon him. One who rebukes a person will afterward find more favor than one who flatters with the tongue. He who robs his father or his mother and then says, "There's no wrong done," is the companion of a person who destroys. An arrogant person stirs up strife, but one who trusts in the Lord will prosper. One who trusts in his own heart is a fool, but one who walks wisely will flee to safety. One who gives to the poor will never lack anything, but one who shuts his eyes will have many curses. When the wicked rise, people hide themselves, but when they perish, the righteous increase. And as always, thank you for being here, and click that subscribe button and click the bell. And don't forget to hit the like button as well. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next reading. Blessings. I'm standing at the crossroads. I'm lost without a clue. I need a big pink neon sign to show me what to do. I thank you, Lord. It glorifies you when you're the only answer. I praise you, Lord, for holding what's too much for me. And I'm amazed by you, Lord, because nothing's too big and nothing's too small to lay at your feet. I want to thank you, Lord, for believing.